Actually, tri-laning top.
MatchID taking a lot of damage here. Tofu running in. Ace looking for the first blood, and it ends up being Tofu who grabs it.
Yeah, nice.
More kills than Liquid.
Nice deny. I mean, I like that he kept running into the neutrals instead of right-clicking at once. Cause I think if he right-clicks at once, he does risk the little centaur hitting and the Chen hitting. So just a little bit of nice micro play there. But
Disruption again, and a lot of damage on a MatchID. Oh my! Disruption, Reality Rift, and then a Chaos Bolt was more than enough to get Ace.
Because, but at least in lane, because it's a melee hero, but Chaos Bolt level 1 can do 180 maximum magic damage. He might have overstayed his welcome a little bit there.
That's even more rough because he used the TP, so it's going to be a long walk back to that lane.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I've actually heard a lot of mid laners say that this Lina is stronger in laning than the previous Lina.
Boom trying to use that Laguna Blade and maybe thinking that he was going to land that Light Strike array, and now Boom on the run a little bit. Tofu goes for the TP. They use the Sonic Wave, and Boom ends up falling to Mickey, who went back to base and walks all the way back to...
Yeah. Maybe a Vanguard, maybe a Hood. Maybe he just leaves his casual Ring of Health or Lotus Orb. Probably Lotus Orb. That's probably why he went for this build. Lotus again. On MatchID, they've got the Reality Rift, the damage coming through, 3 stacks of the Shadow Poison, Tofu moving in while Boom ends up dead over in the mid lane. Ace unable to commit any further and only staying at 3 stacks on the Shadow Poison, so MatchID able to survive, especially with the help of Insania on this IO. Plasma Field lands, Tofu on the run, Fairy Fire eaten, a stun thrown over at the Shadow Demon, so don't get anything out of that, but the aggression coming in is not successful from Game Gladiators, and with that, MatchID actually turns it around completely and does end up getting the kill on Ace. They go for it. Yeah, I mean, Game Gladiators up here, they're just kind of overstaying their welcome, and Liquid is taking advantage of it. Like, MatchID might actually even get Tofu, too. Solo.
Gets Tofu, bottom lane, Rolling Thunder coming through, and Solari dying, but denied. Ooh, just on the last right click, right before the Queen of Pain was going to get that kill. Disruption, LSA, Laguna Blade, this time working for Boom. And trying to make him a little bit more uncomfortable. He does have Rupture, but right now he's by himself, and it looks like Mickey wants to make the move. They throw the Rupture out and the Blood Right, but all of a sudden, this Bloodseeker's in some trouble. Icarus Dive comes out from Boxy in that deny range and gets the Scream, so Mickey gonna get that kill out onto the Bloodseeker, and all of a sudden, Liquid's kind of pulling away with a little bit of a lead. They've thrown...
Which, normally Pangolier can't really cut creep waves because he doesn't have the mana for it, but since he's going for this build, he can cut creep waves. So, because he has the build and he's cutting creep waves...
Tofu just dead. Gonna die. It looked like for a second he might get that TP out, but everybody was there to kill him. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a lot to explain because there's like levels to it. Basically, Zai has a build where he can cut creep waves. Duraccio realizes this, and Mickey realizes Duraccio realizes that, and so he baits the creep wave cutting because it looks like Zai is going to be on his own with the item build that he has. Like, it's insanely next level. It's actually really cool.
Boom playing with fire there, as just throwing some right clicks over at the Queen of Pain, but there with the Phoenix. So like Mickey and Boxy are able to just combine on that, while now Ace finally gets a kill onto Insania. So Liquid are moving around the map really well and feel pretty confident.
Ace went drums on CK, by the way. I think that's really cool. I mean, Zai?
Not Rupture again. And Supernova right on top of this Bloodseeker. They want a high five. That's all they want. Maybe the kill as well, but taking out this Bloodseeker once again. Endurance. Diffusal is the build here for Zai.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. It's interesting. Like, he starts out going for this Lotus Rush, and you think, like, okay, he's going to go, like, pure defensive. But it seems like his game is just going decent. Oh, Boom is definitely dead.
Yeah, not much you can do there. Mickey in on it. Look to buy it. It feels like Pangolier is the only one who not only gonna be the proper choice, but also get himself.
Ooh, that was sick. That was sick. Quite a pain to deal with, and it's not like there are any stuns on Liquid to like prevent this. You can just farm if you're gamming.
I'm sure. And now the defusal, but the BKB is popped early from Daracho. He's going to be forced to TP out.
Yep, that is about right.
It's the Pango to leave and pops his BKB, so he's safe to go. Now they're going to look to get Insania on the way back from that relocate, and that's exactly what they do. They get a quick kill on...
Blink Dagger.
A lot. On a hero that I feel like
That's
cool.
cool.
Mobility from Thirst. I'm a little... I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe my brain's not ranked high enough, but... Ooh, popping the Lincolns immediately. Disruption, Blood Right with the LSA. They've got the stun. They'll have the Laguna. They'll get the kill on Azai. Now they'll look over at Boxy. The right-click damage, and then the Rupture onto the Queen of Pain. I don't have a way to stop Mickey yet, but at the same time, they get Insania. He stood there, canceled his TP. I was a little confused by that, because immediately he TP'd, then stopped it, maybe thinking that he can outlast the duration of Rupture and come back in.
And maybe he can like instant blink after the static link, or like blink in once the static link is used. Something like that. Like, it does seem like a game where positioning matters a lot.
The only thing I worry about is Tofu's getting chased. He goes into the trees, but of course Matumba Man has the plasma field to scout him out and get that kill onto Tofu.
Zai might be running into his death here. He does have Lincolns. Not an easy kill.
Mickey blinking in, and then the blink forward from the Bloodseeker. Rupture, BKBs, and there's the Sonic Wave as well as the Supernova, and you've now blinked into your death. Blink forward from Mickey onto the Illusions. They've got the Rolling Thunder coming out from Zion looking for somebody, but they got the Bloodseeker. They're happy with that. And we'll go for more. They got the silence out thanks to the shard on the Queen of Pain. Now there's the break. Boom from the high ground, right-clicking away. Not a lot of damage just yet. He also has the Sun Ray from this Phoenix, and behind them is Zai. So Zai hit with the LSA, while on the other side of the fight, they go for Ace. Ace is going to try and TP out the Swashbuckle away from the Pangolier. They've got the Yules out onto Ace, keeping him there. But now Mickey gets the kill onto the Chen. They'll look over at this CK and take out 3, while Boom is still trying to throw out some right clicks to get a kill and finally finishes off Zai. That is two-pronged. Tofu TP's out. Nothing to stop that either. And a two-pronged attack that benefits Liquid again.
Man, Boxy just hard carried that team fight. Like, the initial heals when Duracho blinks in and keeping his Queen of Pain alive, and then also he hits the Yules, which cancels Ace's TP. Ace TP'd out because he's like, you idiots have no TP interrupt when there's no top lane. He's trying.
Rupture, Laguna. Blood Right?
Reload? Again, a reload.
Insania, no relocate. So yeah, Matumba Man.
With Matumba coming alive, I think without roll, Liquid looks... The fights look difficult because it's their only real disable.
Yules. Blood Right and into the Supernova. They're going to just try and right-click this egg down. That's exactly what they do. They go to the Sonic Wave, and now Boom trying to fight Matumba Man and maybe even TP out, I believe. Yeah. Well, it's not going to be fortunate enough for him there on this Alina, so dead for quite a while.
Just respawns as he leaves. No.
Meanwhile, Ace getting boxy. The silence off the blink. He does pick that gem back up, and he's trying to TP out.
Boy, that's huge. That's an insane solo kill, dude. TV shows, you know, the ones where they like make the swords?
Yeah. And they see who can have the strongest weapon.
Yeah.
Well, a problem here for Ace. He's killed off very quickly, but the right click's coming into Matumba Man. He pops the BKB as well as the Refresher, and he is in some trouble, but gets relocated out of the fight. They take out 3 on the side of Gaming Gladiators, and Liquid, what looked to be very problematic as they were getting Matumba Man low, gets saved here.
Massive amount of damage in that fight, and then just got saved by Insania. They just executed that team fight flawlessly.
Right up onto the high ground.
41 seconds on Duracho. I mean, I think this is a Rax.
Oh, there's the Hex. And Lotus Orb, Disruption. Gotta be very careful if you're Boom. You're trying to deter them, but not a lot of mana to work with. Plasma Field comes in. Knows he's got the Aegis, so he is playing a bit forward, knowing with the second life maybe he can make something happen. But he needs to be careful. The timing might not work out if it were to extend itself in the fight, but they do get Zai, so it looks like back home with Papa.
Yeah.
Gem is back.
The amount of gold he lost from not getting those D awards. He's ruptured. He can egg.
Can if he needs to. He's looking for the Aeon disc, and now he'll go to the egg. Daracho right there on it, but the rest of the team coming in. The Lotus Orb was there. They've got the Hand of God. The Sonic Wave thrown immediately. Look at that damage. That is the second time they have gone after this Bloodseeker and made quick work of him after he's blinked in. The silence on the Tofu. They'll chase after the Chancellor in some trouble, and again gets onto the high ground with that Wild Wing.
Not going to save him this time.
No. Puts him into more teammates, but he seemed to have perfected that.
He's kind of blinking in and dying. Like, that's second or third time that he's done that. Now Ace is caught out.
Oh, man. Yeah, Ace.
Oh, the bash.
Oh, the bash. Oh, Zai's going to get a couple of tips for that one because he lands
Mr. BKB.
bash on purpose, and now they're going to go after Boom. No BKB on cooldown for 20 seconds. He gets caught out. No buyback. That might just seal the deal. They'll buy back on Ace. They'll buy back on Tofu. Backdoor protection is up for a moment, but this puts them in dire straits and a rough situation to pull yourself out of, that's for sure.
They're really trying to force the Lina buyback right now, thinking that he has it, and he just doesn't. So, like, this might actually end up being a throne push. I don't know if this is a great throne push, though, with Bloodseeker being alive.
Well, now they've got the Bloodseeker. They go to the Rupture. But he's got the Sunray. He's standing his ground. Zai doesn't care about this really at all. Reality Rift comes through. Ace trying to do the damage. All of a sudden, the Bloodseeker starting to output enough with the Refresher popped, and he's gone. They kill the Razor. No buyback. They throw the ult out over onto Zai, but the Lincolns blocks that again. And Mickey, he has the help from Zai. They'll go after Tofu. They'll get the kill to the Shadow Team with the Sunray once again. They're burning out Ace. They'll take him out and put him out on the bottom of the deck. And Solari also killed. 4 heroes gone. They don't need the Razor. They'll buy back on this Chen. Bloodseeker trying to control Mickey, but they've got the Yules that's bounced off via the Lotus Orb, and Mickey is just going to back off.
A lot of death,
open up
They're
the
going
throne
for the end.
Can there to really stop them.
2v4.
They're trying. Lina up in 14 seconds again. Hex reflected. Not awful, but the throne is still getting lower and lower. They've got the Sunray. Bloodseeker trying to survive. The Blood Right is down. They'll end up getting the kill and the series. Liquid take it to